Hi, my name's Sharon. I'm from Jim's Dog Wash, and today I want to go through 10 reasons why you shouldn't buy a Jim's Dog Wash franchise. So the number one reason not to buy a Jim's Dog Wash franchise is if you're after a passive income. Everybody would love to be able to stay home and make money, but it just doesn't work that way with Jim's Dog Wash. If you put on an employee, employees change jobs, they leave, they have sick days, and our fixed fee model works really, really well if you want to grow your business and have a lot of income, but it doesn't work if your employee quits and you have no income coming in. It's a great model if you want to build a business and have your own franchise with extra trailers because you've always got an income coming in. If your employee quits and you don't know how to groom or you don't know how to mentor them to run a business, then you're not able to look after your employees. And if they leave, you have no income. It's a very, very difficult model to be successful with. So number two, if you struggle with rules and structure, so Jim's model is a fantastic model. It works really, really well. And you're proposing to spend a lot of money to use our system. So if you're somebody that thinks, hey, I like this part of the system, but I'm just going to use my little idea here and there, it's not going to be the best franchise for you. I once had two franchisees that were quite close to each other, and one was making far more than the other. And the one that wasn't making very much money said, hey, what are you doing? And he says, I'm just following the system. And he was doing the basic things that we learnt in training. For example, handing out business cards, providing really good customer service. Where the other franchisee, who was very clever, but he was doing all sorts of things that weren't contributing to his income. And he wasn't really following the system. So if you're not very good at following rules, following a well-defined system, then you're best off not to invest in that system. Number three, if you're a person that expects results straight away, Jim's Dog Wash probably isn't the best option for you. It takes a lot of work and it is a very hands-on business. So you need to be able to work and plod away and build up your income. It doesn't happen straight away. And all the best systems in the world, none of them work if you're not prepared to go out and do the work and follow that system. Number four, don't buy a Jim's Dog Wash franchise based on the price. Okay, we might be more expensive or cheaper than our competitors, but it's the system that you need to look at and whether it works for you. I had a franchisee recently that was tossing up between a Jim's Dog Wash franchise and another division within Jim's, and he was choosing Dog Wash because it was cheaper. And I said to him long after that money's paid back, we have so many different divisions in gyms. My recommendation is that you do a trial day with any of them that you're thinking about. And if it is a little bit more expensive or a little bit cheaper, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of it. You're going to be with us for 10, 15, 20 years even, and long after you'll have paid that money back, but you will regret making a decision based solely on price. It shouldn't be your only consideration. So the number five reason not to buy a Jim's Dog Wash franchise is if you don't like dogs. You don't have to be super passionate about them, but you have to be able to understand dogs, their behaviour, how to manage them. You could be the best groomer in the entire planet, but if you don't know how to manage that animal on the table, you won't be able to groom it anyway. And you need to care about them a little bit. So number six, don't buy a Jim's Dog Wash business if you aren't prepared to be accountable. When you start your own business, everything stops with you. It's not like you're in a job anymore. If you're at work and there's a fire alarm and you can't work all day, it's happy days. You've got the day off. When it's in your business, everything means so much more. You're financially and emotionally invested, and it's very easy to start blaming other people. Really, when you own a business, everything stops with you. When I started my franchise many years ago, I can remember about 2 weeks in thinking, oh my goodness, there's no leads. I've been ripped off. Jim's doesn't work. And it was such a terrible thing. And then I realized that it comes down to me. If my business is going to be successful, I have to go out and work. And if there's not enough work, it's not Jim's fault. It's not my franchisor's fault. It's my fault because I haven't done the work that I need to do. So you need to be able to make that switch between being an employee and being self-employed. And that's a big one. Not everyone does it very quickly, but it comes down to you being accountable for everything that happens in your business. So number 7 is have a look at your emotional resilience. So one of the things that happens is people come to me and want to buy a franchise, but they've got all these things going on in their background, in their family life. And if your family's not supportive of you starting a business, or if you've got things going on, sometimes what happens is when you're a little bit stressed, your cup's full, and then you add in the stress of starting a business. And starting a business with gyms is stressful. We give you as much help and support as we possibly can, but it's a very steep learning curve for the first few months. And if your cup's already full, it's going to overflow and it may not be the best time for you to start a business. Okay, number 8 is if you're not coachable. It's really important that you're able to take advice from us once you start. We've done this before. We've coached many franchisees before. And it might be something very small that we can pick up that you could do differently. And if you're not open to that coaching, then your business isn't going to be successful. You've bought into a system. We know that system. And if you're not open to understanding how that system works and getting guidance, then probably a Jim's Dog Wash franchise isn't for you. Okay, so number 9 reason not to buy a Jim's Dog Wash franchise is if you need a big income straight away. It takes a little while to build your business up, and when you first start, you're going to be quite slow at grooming. It takes a while to get your confidence up. So if you want to start your business and start making hundreds of thousands of dollars every year straight away, it's just not going to happen. So you need to be prepared that it will take a little while to ramp up. So the number 10 reason not to buy a Jim's Dog Wash franchise is if you think the system that we have, which is very successful, but it will never ever replace hard work. So if you think you're just going to buy into a system and suddenly going to make a lot of money, that's not going to happen. We provide all the support and the structures and the experience that you need to get going, but if you're not prepared to do the work, then it's not going to be a great business for you. So if you are a person who does like structure and wants a system that's going to support you, then certainly we can have a chat. And I'd love to meet up with you. We can organise for you to have a trial day and go out in a trailer and see if you like it. To learn more, give us a call anytime on 131546 or jump on our website at jimsdogwash.net.au.